Hello, everybody, and welcome to Lattes on My Mind.
I'm Hannah.
And I'm Felina. What are we talking about today?
We're starting spooky season with Dogman.
Ooh! So grab those lattes, those spooky lattes, and join us for the journey. How the heck have you been, Hannah?
You know, creeped out. We talked
out.
about Garth Brooks.
Yes, we
As
did.
you all know, we did last week for you all, but
Yes.
we do it on the same day.
We did just recently, like 5 minutes ago, finish that episode.
Now we're going to talk about Dogman because we're starting spooky season. Happy Halloween season, everyone.
Yes. Woo,
Woo.
woo, woo.
I like October.
We like it like October.
Yes, we do.
Yes, we do. yes, we do.
I like candy.
I like the candy. Listen, I know you don't like it. Candy corn and peanuts.
We had this argument last Halloween on the podcast.
Did we really?
Yes, I remember
Well,
because you told me.
Stand by that.
Yeah, because you told me to try it with peanuts, and because I told you.
And have you?
No, because I don't eat candy corn because it's gross.
Girl.
This Halloween, since we have, listen, the one we talked about on was the Halloween episode, and I talked about like candy. Mm-hmm. And if you remember, candy corn was originally called like chicken scratch or something, or chicken seeds or feed. She doesn't remember. She retains nothing. I tell her, guys.
I retain nothing I talk about either.
Right. And then I'm like, remember when you talked about this? And she looks at me like, girl.
she
here's the
edited
thing.
the podcast in front of me the other day, and she was like, hey, when you said blah blah blah, I said that.
I said, yeah, girl. And then I had to show her all these clips, and then we were just laughing.
And then I'm the funniest person I know.
It was very unhinged. If you didn't listen to it, it was the what are you? Weird foods.
She didn't retain it either.
Apparently, I don't retain it either. No, I usually do. There's a part in my brain that likes to keep a hold of useless information.
Yes.
And if you notice, I still have my Invisalign in.
Yes.
Useless is hard to say.
Yeah.
And Felina knows how to get rid of things that she doesn't really need to carry around in her brain.
However, I do hold on to useless jingles.
Or we make up useless jingles.
Jingles.
Like, Dogman.
Dogman.
Dogman. Woof. Woof. You could tell she was prepared. She was thinking. She was planning.
I actually wasn't planning. That just was a spur of the moment.
It just came out.
It came to me.
But you wanted to finish the song. And
I know.
That's pretty funny.
I did.
Pretty funny.
Thank you.
So we're kicking off with the cryptid.
Yes, this has been the first cryptid in a while, I feel like.
I mean, well, we had a break for a while.
We had a very extended break.
Yes.
We appreciate your patience with us for that one.
Yes.
But yeah, it's been a minute.
It's been a minute. And you guys will have to forgive me because being the perfectionist that I am, I did not get to go over my notes like I usually do.
And I'm living for it.
Yeah, Felina's loving watching me struggle on the edge.
I'm loving her break all the rules. Hold me now.
That's how I feel. Because I like to make sure everything is all, make sure I check it and make sure I wrote down the right information. So you guys do your own research after this. But it is a cryptid. So
it is.
It can be anything and everything, right?
Speaking of dogs and man, though.
What about Dogman?
We have a very special little animal of the week.
Yes, we do.
Yeah.
Are we talking about Asha?
Yes, we are.
Okay. We're going to post her picture, y'all.
We're going to post her picture. Yeah. She's from Fairy Tales.
Beautiful. She's from Fairy Tales. She is I believe, she said a Sheltie Collie Beagle, not Sheltie Collie, Border Collie.
Border Collie Beagle mix.
Beagle mix. She's so cute. She's nervous.
So sweet. She's shy at first. She gets nervous at first. Part of that comes from she's still a puppy. And so she's still learning how the world works.
Right. I would recommend 10 out of 10. She's a sweetheart.
100%.
She's so cute.
Because once she warms up, she is just a little bundle of heaven.
Yes. She's puppy nibbling right now. A little bit.
She is puppy nibbling.
It's adorable. She bit my forehead.
She did bite her forehead.
Not on purpose, she bit my obviously.
Chin, but that's a normal.
It's just like their way of showing love.
She bit my chin when she was trying to give me kisses. She was giving me kisses and she just
that's what happened.
So excited.
She got excited and she can't contain it, and then she was like, and like had her mouth open and just swiped my forehead, and I said, oh wow, that was she's so sweet, guys. I would take her home in a heartbeat if I didn't have 2 German Shepherds. That would probably scare the bejeebies out of her.
We were trying to get people at work to.
We really were. We really want.
We were like, office dog. You can bring her in every day.
Whatever dog I fall in love with.
Yeah.
I want to make sure that people like get it because I'm like, then I can see it. Oh, also we forgot to mention Bugsy. Bugsy
also came.
Yes.
It's actually a really tragic story. Bugsy and Asha were scheduled to be euthanized.
I fell to the ground when
and
I heard
that is
this.
heartbreaking because they're both puppies. And they went to get Asha, and then they saw that Bugsy was also scheduled for euthanization, and they took him with them too.
Guys, he's like a Great Dane, something mix. Like
he was wonderful. He was a cuddle
he was
bug.
a cuddle bug. He liked Felina a lot.
He did. He really, we were sitting there playing and I wasn't even paying attention to him. I was talking to the fairy tales lady and he just crawled right up into my lap.
He was
and
so cute.
Plenty of other people were down on the floor trying to get him to come to him.
Right.
And I said, I've been chosen. It was hard to give him up.
They're sweethearts. We will post their pictures. You have to see them.
Yes.
And if they're up for adoption still, you guys should check it out.
You should check it out. Fairy Tales Pet Adoptions on Facebook. If you're not able to adopt, you can always foster. They're looking for foster parents as well for these little puppers and old puppers too. They get all kinds of animals and cats and whatnot. And so they're always looking for foster people. And then they also, if you are not able to do either, you can go to their Facebook page and find their Amazon link so that you can help and support and give them food or money towards food, collars, leashes, toys, you guys.
Puppy pee pads.
That's important. So, yeah. That's our, speaking of dogs. And
You know who didn't need puppy pee pads?
Dogman.
Dogman.
Oh, he came out potty trained?
He came out potty trained. Because he's out in the woods. So he doesn't really need a puppy pad. If you know what I mean.
He can just go when he needs to go.
So what does Dogman look like? I feel like this is pretty self-explanatory.
A dog.
And a man.
Yeah, but when does he have a tail?
One report said no, but most of them
Maybe
do.
it was tucked. Maybe he was scared.
Yeah, I feel like that he just has a tail. Don't say it like that. I didn't like that.
He was scared, Hannah.
He said, "Whoa, my goodness."
He said, "Whoa!" He startled me.
He startled me. I was doing my thing. Yes. Okay. So
snick up on me there.
And when a dog tucks a tail, it's usually just so sad.
I know, it breaks my heart. That's
like, oh.
Asha was tucking her tail.
Yeah, she was like, I don't like that.
And then one of our sales reps came in and she lit up like a firework. Oh my gosh, she was so happy.
She was so cute.
We were like, oh, this is your dog. Please adopt her.
Yes.
Anyway, sorry.
Don't adopt.
Now I'm just thinking.
I know of Asha, but don't adopt Dogman because let me tell you about him.
Not friendly.
No, not so much.
Don't like mink.
Now, he comes from a region where lots of crazy stories come from, which is the the Great Lakes regions. So Michigan, Wisconsin.
Okay.
We hear a lot of cryptid creatures coming.
People where there's really nothing to do. So
Right.
let's
So-
make up something.
Exactly. So, but also there's a lot to do in Michigan. There's stuff.
In Wisconsin, you eat cheese.
Yeah. See, you don't know anything about Wisconsin. You just think they eat cheese.
They make and eat
Just
cheese.
eat cheese.
They produce cheese for the world.
And they got some Dogmans.
Whoop, whoop.
So
Woof, woof.
the moment I start talking,
sorry.
the moment.
Sorry.
But this is the region kind of before I think where a lot of Native American tales as well.
Mm-hmm.
But
Tails.
Stop stories, shall we say then? Because Felina is 5 and can't keep it together. She also has to mess with a string or her tomato or something so that she can
Pay
focus.
attention. My tomato is a pillow. It's not just a real tomato.
Yeah, she just has a tomato that she's holding right now.
It's a pillow that's shaped and colored like
That
a
would
tomato.
be interesting. You're just holding a
Just
tomato.
held I would squish it for sure.
I know, there would be juice all over this futon.
Totally squish it.
Yeah.
Seeds everywhere. Anyway, sorry. Continue.
So, obviously, what's weird about Dogman is that he's an upright walking creature for most of the time.
So he's got human legs.
He has arms and paws with claws, but some people explain that he's on 4 legs at first and then stands up, which
Could
I think
be a shapeshifter?
Well, here's the thing is Yeah, that's why I mentioned the Native American stories. Like, there are Native American stories like where things kind of like this are, but they're shapeshifters. This one specifically, to point out, is not a shapeshifter. Like, it's an actual dog man. So he's different than a shapeshifter. However, I do think that there is some Native American lore kind of sneaking in.
Ooh.
Because who's not to say that it could technically be? It's just people are seeing it in this particular shape.
A shapeshifter.
A shapeshifter is hard to say when you have Invisalign. A body, man's body and dog's head, like we said, but he has like a pronounced snout with pointy ears. One guy said German shepherd like.
Oh,
pointy
not your
ears.
doggy.
I know.
Maybe it's like wolf. Maybe it should be wolf man.
It should be wolf man because it is like a wolf. Like, that's what people say, like, oh, okay, well, it was probably just a wolf or blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
But it's typically 7 feet or taller when it stands up.
Oh,
yeah.
Oh, my gosh.
Some people were like, you know.
It's from the land of milk and honey.
Yeah. Well, because they're like, this is way taller than any dog, like, would be standing up. So keep that in mind. Eyes. Let's talk about the eyes.
What would it be bigger than
glowing?
Glowing
eyes.
Red, yellow, green, purple, blue, brown.
Oh, wow. Okay. So usually yellowish gold.
Okay.
Sometimes blue and very occasionally red. So you kind of hit.
Are there multiple dogmen?
Well, and that's what I want to talk about. The most common one is Michigan. Is the most like famous one.
Okay.
But there are other types of dogmen, and there are even dogmen I think seen around the world. Like, I saw this one that was like, oh, Paraguay or something. And I'm like, what?
Whoa.
And it was like a video
That's a werewolf.
on TikTok. Yeah. And that's the thing is like a lot of like the European culture brought over the idea of like werewolves like at this time, and then it like mixed also. I think like this is from memory, but like it kind of like mixed with the Native American tales, and so they kind of like made their own thing. Like, it's not just a werewolf because it's not like a person turning into this thing. It
is this thing.
It is this thing
Permanently. Yeah. It's like the curse of the dog man.
Beauty and the Beast. Which, speaking of, this is a real sidetrack, but one of the videos I was watching was about this like genetic mutation where you have like fur all over your skin, and there are people who actually do. And there was like this nobleman, and he like married this woman, and they had children, and like the children had fur on them, and someone said, I don't know if this is true, but that it was inspiration for like Beauty and the Beast because he looked like a creature.
Sounds like a podcast,
right? Episode. So maybe we'll look into that. There is a disorder, and I can't say the name, I forget what it's called, where people do have fur all over their skin, so they're like, well, maybe it's one of these. But it's clearly an animal. Like, these people that are
like, it's got hind legs, or human legs. That's my.
It has. So one guy described it as like the paws, but they were like almost flat-footed. So like he had the hind legs, but then it was like, I don't know how to explain it. Like, so you know how like my dog's paws like go like that, like if they were like almost like heel to the ground, like, or like elbow or whatever, like, so one of them was like standing like that. Like, they have hind legs, but they're like wolf like. It's like if you took a dog and like stood it up, except it has more like hand like than just paws, because it has like, someone described it as like raccoon hands. Ooh. Like, you know how the raccoons have like those little spindly hands with like the claws? Yeah. So like it's like a combination of Rocket and Keanu, my dog, and no, I know I can't think of that because this won't be scary.
Keanu's not scary though, so
no, he's a cute little dog.
He's a cute baby.
One man also described, the same guy that said he was like flat-footed, was like he had bent wrists. So like I think it was like, you know how like dogs, like a paw hangs, like so it's like yeah. So it wasn't like just like, oh, he has these like actual functional hands, but like they still like hung down.
Yeah.
Now, someone said a self-proclaimed dogman expert, dogologist. Don't we call those vets? Veterinarians, excuse me. He said that they're very fast and they can move up to like 50 miles per hour.
So they're werewolves.
Yeah, I feel, well, okay, they are, but they're not, because they don't turn in, they don't shift into a dog. That's what's different. Also, the full moon doesn't really affect it. There's no talk of silver bullets, y'all.
All right.
Now, are they probably like inspired by werewolves? Probably. Probably 100%.
Most likely.
It also emits a howl-like scream. So like a human-like scream.
Ew,
like not just a howl. Yeah.
Gross.
Yeah, we don't like that. And most people say that when you're in its presence, eerie.
Bad vibes.
Bad vibes, especially when it looks at you. Because
Vibes.
We don't like the bad juju. The bad juju here. Now, I'm going to talk about the origins. Now, there are several, like I said, around that are like dogmen type creatures. We're going to talk about Michigan and Wisconsin because they're the most famous. But there is one called Beast of Seven Shoots, which I thought I should have thought about saying that with my Invisalign.
Yeah.
The Beast of Seven Shoots is a hard one. And this
you did great. You handled it very nicely.
That's Canada, okay? So that's wolf-like with a human-like face. So that's kind of like the opposite.
Interesting.
And then Ozark Howler. This one was weird because it only walks on 4 legs and it has horns and red eyes. And
Ew, that's the devil.
That is the devil. That's why I'm like, I don't like that one. And then there's something called a Shunka Werican, which is like a Native American kind of version of this. And it means it's like a wolf hyena.
A hyena.
A hyena.
Every time I hear hyena, I think of the
Heine. Every time I hear Heine.
Every time I hear hyena, I think about the hyenas in The Lion King.
That's all I can think of. Like, what's her name? Shinzi? Is that her name?
I don't know their names.
Shinzi,
Girl,
Eddie.
I thought we talked about I can't retain
Yeah,
information.
she doesn't retain information. When they're singing the song with Scar.
Yeah.
Yeah. I always think of them too. That's the only thing like I can think of when I think of hyenas. Well, I also think of there are hyenas in Swiss Family Robinson. Did I tell you? I've told you about that movie. Where they live like in the treehouse. Do you remember that?
Nope.
I told her about it, guys. On this very podcast.
Is there evidence?
Yeah, in one of the episodes.
Which episode was it?
I don't remember.
Exactly.
But I did talk to you about it, and I will remember it at one point soon, and I'll tell you. Now, this one, the name essentially means carries off dogs. So it was actually a creature that like stole domestic dogs.
Oh, the baby.
Yeah, I know. That one made me really sad. I was like, I don't like that.
The babies.
Now, there are reports and claims that this one was killed at one point, but its body was not preserved. I said, But I just Googled it before. Yeah, so convenient. But then I Googled it before, and they said they do have a taxidermied one. So now I'm confused. Like, wait, a taxidermied
Dogman?
Well, this one's like a hyena wolf hybrid, so it's not quite the same thing.
Gotcha.
This one I don't think like stands on its legs. It's just kind of like that's like kind of one of the versions out there.
Okay. Cool.
And then of course we'll talk about the Beast of Bray Road, which is in Wisconsin. But the first modern sighting. Let's talk about the first modern in quotations.
Oh.
Sighting. Well, because it was 1887.
Oh, what?
So this is like the first. Yeah.
Do they get more modern?
Yes.
Okay. We're starting old.
But this is the start of like the modern ones, okay? Like when it was first kind of spotted in this area, which is Wexford, which is also fun to say. Why are all these words so fun to say with your Invisalign? Wexford. Wexford County, Michigan. By some lumberjacks. So we got the lumberjacks.
Yeah.
Is it really showing now?
A little bit. I think you're self-conscious about it, so you're trying not to happen. Here's the thing with the Invisalign. She does really good if she's not thinking about the fact that she has Invisalign in. But the moment she starts thinking about the fact she has it in, she does it so much more.
I know. My tongue starts to hit the back. You guys, I just want this to be over with. I just want it to be over with.
You just got what, like 8 more weeks?
Girl, I've only had it for like a week and a half.
You've had it for more than that.
No, I haven't. I promise you, because I just switched out last Thursday my first tray. I have to switch them out weekly.
Oh,
so Thursday will be 2 weeks. Yeah, okay. It hasn't been that long. It feels like it. It feels like an age. I feel like
you've had it for like a month.
It's because Felina has to live through it with me, because I'm like, I gotta go take it out to eat and drink in the office, and then I had to bring a toothbrush with me, guys. It's like such a hassle.
It is. Hassle.
Anyway.
It's such a hassle.
Anyway, the early sightings, let's talk about, occurred near lumber camps from people working in the woods and all that, obviously, because that's where they live.
Yes.
Now, there's a recurring pattern, especially for the... especially. We're going to avoid that word.
Especially.
No, I'm not going to say it.
The
Michigan Dogman.
Okay.
that it reappears every 10 years, especially in years ending in 7. Okay, that's important. And chevron. Why does it have to be 7? Why does everything have to be 7? Why can't it be 4? Right. I can say, well, not really. Can I say 4? I can. Now there are some like, who knows? It could be possibly linked to the old lunar calendar, blah, blah, blah. I don't know if they're trying to like throw in some werewolf stuff.
Does revolve around it.
It doesn't like, it's not like every full moon.
So what are they, like in hibernation?
Maybe. Okay. Or maybe they like feed up and then they like, and then they don't need anything. Feed up. They don't need anything for 7 years, but
like
or 10 years.
Like how hibernation works.
Exactly. but in this case, it's like they go on a rampage. Well, hibernation's like every year usually. Yeah. But this one's like an extended.
They got a really slow metabolism.
Right. Now, one guy. We'll talk about some of the sightings. His name was Robert Fortney in Paris, Michigan.
Paris, Michigan.
That's hard to say too. Essentially, this one is just like he was approached by a pack of dogs. Okay, he's fishing. He's out fishing.
Okay,
and then I think he like shot his shotgun in the air, and they all ran off except one. One stares at him and then stands up on 2 legs and just like continues to stare him down.
So can wolfmen control
other dogs?
Yeah. Or were those all wolfmen?
Well, and here's the thing. I heard proposals like the Dogman. Wolfman. We just
That's
converted
what
it to
I meant.
Wolfman.
Sorry. Dogman.
The Dogman like goes on all 4s to blend in with wolves. So maybe he
kind of joined a pack and then
he's like, "Hey bro, these are my homies now. Why you shooting at them?" Yeah. So that one, nothing too weird. In 1957, there was a preacher. So they say not only do like people see them, a lot of times it's like on the side of the road or in the woods, but sometimes they say like old buildings. And so this one was...
Like they're taking refuge in old buildings.
Yeah, I think so.
Question, sorry. Do they attack people or like just dogs?
Yes.
Okay, so they attack people.
I think there was one I was watching and I forgot to look it up and now I'm mad. But there was one that was like, if you look up this story, it's like about this whole family like being taken out and like ripped apart. So I'm pretty sure like Dogman is like a dangerous one, which we haven't gotten a lot of those cryptids.
We haven't. I'm excited.
Yeah. I'm excited.
I'm glad. Finally, someone's killing humans. No,
I wasn't really talking about the killing, but okay. That's what, you get excited about, Felina.
Finally, a violent one.
People start going to Felina's concerts, you better watch out.
No.
That was in reference to our last
Yes, go. If you haven't listened to our Garth Brooks episode, go listen to that and it'll make sense.
Yes. So this guy found these claw marks and like, I think there were... No, that might have been another one. There were claw marks, but they were like 7 feet high up in the air.
Jeez.
And they were pretty deep, and they were on the wood, like the wooden door of the church.
Is it an abandoned church or is it just
no? It was like his church.
Oh gosh.
And so he was like, "This is really weird," because that like is like they're coming into, first of all, like neighborhoods, but also what could reach. I feel like a bear.
I feel like if it was a pastor going into that, they would probably assume something demonic.
Yeah. Like it could. It
could very well be.
Well, and there are some people who think that Dogman might be a demonic.
Might be a hellhound.
Might be a hellhound, actually. Which is, you can't see hellhounds though. Well, in Supernatural, you can't.
Okay.
Well, you can't usually see hellhounds, right? Because they come to get you. You can only see them if you're dying. Maybe all these people were about to die.
Hannah.
Maybe. But some lived for a long time. Or maybe they were about to be taken and they didn't get taken. Because they saw him too early or something.
Yeah.
I don't know how hellhounds work.
I don't know.
You tell me.
Supernatural isn't the end all be all, right?
Yes, it is.
No. It's Hollywoodified.
No, because they have some different like things that I've never heard before about certain animals and creatures. But in 1961...
Probably because they're made up.
What is Supernatural?
Yeah.
I thought it was real life. Probably because it's not real life. It's like you're telling me something I didn't know.
ASMR.
Yeah.
It's like you don't have headphones on and you couldn't hear me whisper that.
No, I can't. No.
Totally.
It's for effect. It's for the audience.
In the 1970s.
No, 1961.
1960.
Note, not a 7, which I was realizing as some of these were coming on. I was like, oh, this isn't a 7. But I think it's like his activity is the greatest in the years that end in 7. But
it's like when cicadas come out in like
they're different broods.
Yeah.
But most of them come out in the 7s.
Yeah.
A night watchman in Big Rapids, Michigan, was working near his
manifestation is what I thought you were going to say. So
No.
I'm sorry, what?
No, his manufacturing plant. He was like, so he lives on the property. They like gave him a house. And
Oh, cool. Dope. Awesome.
And so he has like kids and his wife. They all live there. So he's out at I don't know, 3 a.m. or something like that.
That's the witching hour, sir.
Yeah. Well, that's what his job is, to watch. She does not like that. She was like, that is not a good idea. So he's
just
doing his
asking
thing.
for trouble.
He's just watching. He's to protect the plant. I don't know.
Mighty warrior.
He hears something, and he's like, an intruder, right? Because he's like,
right.
Just by the
some
fence.
Kid is breaking in,
Right.
trying to come in, get drunk, spray paint.
yeah.
I don't know.
Do
Whatever.
some damage.
Kids did in the 60s. I don't know.
Right, whatever they did. I don't know. Probably got high.
Yeah.
And stuff.
Yeah.
But, So he hears something, and he's like, oh, there's something by the fence. It's moving. Now, he notes that at first, it's like kind of like on 4 legs. Then it's on 2. Then it's on 4. Then it's on 2. So it's like switching back and forth. And he's like, no, that's really weird. And it has dark fur, okay? So he decides to take a picture of it.
Is it winter time?
I don't know.
I was going to say if it's winter time, it could just be a kid trying to like wearing a
kid?
fur coat, like a teenager.
Oh,
Like wearing
well,
a
he took a
fur
picture of
coat.
it. It looks...
In the 60s?
It's not a good picture, but here, I'm going to show it to you.
Okay.
This is the thing that he took by the fence, or like in his driveway.
That looks like... Honest
She's
to
going to drop
God.
my iPad.
Honest to God, that looks like some sort of...
No, it's the 60s, so the camera's not that good.
That's true.
It is tall,
It's very tall.
so I don't think it's a kid. It could be a guy.
It could be a guy, unless... I mean, I don't know. It looks like something... It kind of looks like a monkey.
Yeah.
But like a really tall monkey.
Well, also, it's like, it could be... Some of them that it shows them, like, that looks like a Sasquatch sighting.
Kind of.
You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
more like a big ape creature. But this one, I don't know why. There was one guy who showed, like, an AI enhancement of it that you could see it a little better. But I wanted to get the original footage, or the original picture, not footage. Yeah, so that is one of the... I don't know if it's one of the first pictures. I think it might be.
Oh, dang.
Of, like, physical evidence. Which all the pictures, as you know, as all cryptids are, like... real trash.
They're garbage.
They're garbage. I'm
Hot
like, that
garbage. Makes me really want to be a cryptid follower.
right.
So that I can get actual good quality.
Right. Like, how do I get... But
Photos.
I also don't want to. Some of them. This one, I don't think so. This one seems dangerous and
Yeah.
creepy, and people, like, feel really uneasy around it. And some are just like, yeah, it was just like an animal. It's fine. It's chill. Whatever. But
Yeah.
Fresno night crawlers, I could do that. Those little pants ones.
I don't know. I think I probably shit my pants if I saw just
Yeah,
pants
you didn't
walking
like
towards me.
those. But what about this werewolf?
I'd do it.
But she wouldn't face a Fresno nightcrawler. A pair of pants you could kick.
Yeah, I don't trust it. There's no face. There's no heart. Like if there's no face,
I'd rather just be tore out with
at
fangs.
least you know the anatomy of the dog. You don't know the anatomy of the pants.
But they could be just aliens. That's what one of the proposals was. It was just a little alien.
Yeah, but you don't know the anatomy of a pant.
Pant. Just a singular pant.
Pantaloon.
I mean, there's just 2 legs. That's the anatomy.
Exactly. How do you kill it?
No.
If it comes at you,
I don't know. Put it in the washer machine.
put it in the wash. Drown that
Right,
bitch.
drown it. I don't know. Girl, I don't know. I never thought this deeply about it.
I'm just saying.
How would you protect yourself from a cryptid?
It's because you don't watch any true crime.
Apparently, yeah, that's true. I don't think about these things. Apparently, someone said that if you encounter a dogman, you back away slowly don't turn your back on it. Like, keep watching
Right, if you turn your back,
it's just
it can
like,
come and
yeah.
attack you.
Because apparently, but it also said, like, don't look in the eyes because, like, that's a challenge in the canine world.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, so don't, like,
And clearly,
back away. but
Dogman
keep
is
your
more
face-
dominant than you.
100%.
Back away.
100%.
Keep your front towards it.
Right.
But don't look it in the eye.
So the most famous one is the Michigan Dogman, of course, which we
Correct.
talked about, which I realized I kind of shared all the information about it up here. A lot of those stories that I just shared are the Michigan Dogman.
Yeah.
So we're going to go ahead and just move on.
Move on.
It has appeared all over the U.S., but it's most common in northern Michigan. And we're going to come back to it. Let's talk about the Bray Road one.
Oh.
Elkhorn, Wisconsin.
Is this Wisconsin?
This is Wisconsin.
Cheesy
this is
boy.
This is the cheesy boy. Okay.
Okay.
So the sighting is on Bray Road. Imagine, because it's called the Bray Road Beast in Elkhorn, Wisconsin. Wisconsin is also hard to say.
Wisconsin.
First major reports.
Listen, going forward, if anybody makes fun of Hannah, you gotta go through me.
You're gonna tell me you're not gonna laugh at something I say?
I can laugh at you because I know you.
Okay.
Okay?
Well, other people know me who listen to this podcast.
Nobody else is allowed to make fun of Hannah for her lisp. Except
right.
for me and
Okay.
Wesley.
And he has to have the name Wes.
Yeah.
Which is really hard
Wesh.
to say with him. Wes. The
Wesh.
first thing I said, what was it? I was like, Wes, she's going to make fun of me so hard. And,
It's so funny.
and the first day was rough.
The first day was really bad. I'm not
They
gonna lie.
say it will go away in 2 to 3 weeks, but it's not going to wait.
Well, I thought they said it would go away in 2-3 days.
That's what the dentist told me. And then I looked it up in the little book they gave me. I was like, it'll go away in 2 to 3 weeks. I said, what?
It did
She
get a
lied to
lot
me.
less prominent.
It did. But
So,
still,
yeah.
it's hard. The S's and the T's
in the
together. Good grief. Okay, so this one in Wisconsin. First major reports in the 80s and 90s, okay?
80s and 90s.
A woman. Dun, dun, dun.
A woman. No.
Driving around at 1:30 a.m. Also kind of not the witching hour, but
No, not the witching hour.
there's
But
going to be
like,
stuff out. You know what I mean?
in the 80s, why are you out at 1:30 a.m.?
I think she was working and she was like coming home. So
Cool.
she had a
Valid.
late
Cool.
shift, you know?
I respect that.
So she's driving and she sees the creature. I think this is like the first reporting of it.
In Wisconsin.
And it's hunched over on the side of the road. Wow, I just got real close.
You got so loud.
I hunched over. Is that a word?
Hunched?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It sounded really weird for a second. I was like, is that the correct word? Over the side of the road, and she like looks back and it's in his paws holding like roadkill or something. And it's like eating it.
Ew.
Yeah, not so good. Not so good.
Disgusting, isn't it?
Yeah, and she's like, I remember seeing when I looked back, she was like, at first it just looked like a regular animal, I think. And then she like looked back and she saw it's like claws, and she was like, that's
Something seemed off about the
yeah,
claws.
they I think that they just seemed like, well, because they talk about how like they're like more like finger like because they're like the raccoon.
Oh.
You know what I mean?
And
So
then
they're
she was
more-
like, it's a rabid man.
right.
Run.
That's what I would think. And then there was another girl in the same town, also driving, and she like hit something, and she was like, "Oh, what was that?" So
She killed Dogman.
she didn't kill Dogman. I don't know what it was. I don't know if it was like a little like a decoy, or,
A dog, a
or
puppy
something.
man.
Right, a puppy man, and he sent the puppy man out first. But she like got out to see if she like what she hit or if there was any damage.
Right.
And then apparently like out of the woods, the thing came running at her, and she was like, "Oh my gosh!" So she runs and she gets in the car. She didn't see anything that she hit, and then she speeds off. But the thing grabs like the trunk of her car and like scrapes it, and it left like claw marks on her car.
Oh.
And then apparently she was driving home with a friend on the same night after that, and they saw it on the side of the road again, and she was like, heck no, and like sped up, and
Yeah.
was like,
It was
that
just-
thing.
It felt bad. It probably baked you a cake the
It
second
was like,
day.
hey man, I'm
It
sorry.
was like, hey man, I was hangry. I just needed a nap.
I just need a snack. You were the first thing to
a
come
snack
up.
and a nap.
Right.
It's been a long day.
Yeah, so supposedly clawed her car. Got little claw marks in her trunk.
Yes. She just made up the story to get out of trouble with her parents.
Right.
for
They're like,
sure.
why are you home so late?
You'll never guess.
You'll never believe it. You know that
She
thing
like
that
scraped it on the tree branch or something. And
Right.
she was like, it was Dogman.
Mm, yeah. You know that thing that lady
was
was talking about
attacked.
eating roadkill?
Yeah.
That was the thing. This other guy also, Mike, I don't remember what his last name was.
Mikey boy.
Mike Boy, also saw the creature
in
eating,
Wisconsin.
Yeah, in Wisconsin, eating with its paws, sitting like a raccoon sits. That's how he described it. Sitting like a raccoon sits.
Oh.
So I don't know. I mean,
How does a raccoon sit?
I don't know. I think it kind of like, you know how it sits up like on its, like it sits kind of like straight up, like not like a dog sits with its paws on the ground, right? Like it's like on its back legs, and then it's like eating something with its hands. So kind of
a trash panda.
Like kind of like a trash panda.
Wouldn't it be depressing if it was just a really big trash panda?
Oh my gosh, can you imagine? It might be.
Really big, rabid trash panda.
Now, I don't know. So this one was in 2018.
Oh, so recent.
This picture, this is, I think, one of the very more recent ones. And it's also in Elkhorn, Wisconsin. I don't really know the story of this. They usually are just driving down the road. That's what's so annoying.
So they see them on the side of the road.
So this is one that's claimed that is, I just don't understand how in 2018 it's still that bad. I mean, if it's going fast.
I'm going to be so straight up with you.
What is this straight up with me?
It looks short, first of all. If you
right.
look at
That
the
one
speed
doesn't.
limit sign, it's shorter than the speed limit sign. So not nearly as tall.
Right.
And also, it kind of looks like a Who from Whoville.
A Who? Is it a Who? It does kind of look like, it kind of looks like the Grinch.
A little bit.
I was watching a video that's like the Y-Files or whatever they're called.
Yeah.
And
I frequent.
Yes, the little goldfish was like, that looks like a corgi, man.
Yeah.
It's not very tall.
It's not tall
I
at
don't
all.
really understand that one. I don't really think it looks.
That one could probably just be a raccoon.
It really could be a raccoon, or it really could be like a dog. You know, hopping up or something.
Yeah, depending on.
Coyote. That's the thing, is like sometimes dogs do get up on their, like, but not for long. They don't walk.
Yeah, no, Darcy and Suki do. And when Darcy does, she reminds me of the bear from Dr. Dolittle. And he's like, at first I was afraid. I was petrified. You not seen that? The people know.
No.
They know what I'm talking about.
Dr. Dolittle.
You never seen Dr. Dolittle?
The old one or the new one? I still haven't seen either of them, but I know what you're talking about.
There's a new one?
Well, I don't know how new you're talking about, but
They're in like childhood years.
I'm talking about like it's probably 80s. There's another one, I thought.
Oh, no. This one's with Eddie Murphy.
Yeah. So that's what I consider the new one.
Okay.
There's older than that.
That's the only one.
That's the only
matters.
one, guys. Exactly.
So
I never watched that. I don't know why. I don't know if it does it have bad things in it?
no.
Okay, it's an innocent movie.
It's a doctor. He's a vet tech or a veterinarian, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, and
I know
he
the
can
premise.
speak to animals.
Yeah.
So that's what Dr. Dolittle.
I always wonder if I would want to talk to my
I would
dog.
want to talk to my animals.
But then what if they're just like, you annoy me so much?
I'd be like, well, get over it. I own you.
Well, then it would feel wrong.
You're
to
my
be like,
property.
yeah, that if they could talk, I just don't feel like they could be pets.
Yeah, sure. They could be best friends.
Okay, you're your best friend. You're my best friend now. That has to stay in my house.
You're my best friend, but you have to listen to me.
So this one freaked me out, and I think it will you too.
I don't believe it when I see it.
Okay. 1937 sighting. So we're going back a little bit again.
In
Notice the
Wisconsin?
7. Yes, I believe this is Wisconsin because it's in my Wisconsin tab, so hopefully it was.
Okay.
So a man saw this thing digging at a Native American burial ground. Okay.
Ew.
And so he sees it and he's like, "Oh my gosh!"
Not YouTube burial ground. Why is he digging in the burial ground? Like, is he going for dead bodies?
I guess,
Okay.
or he has some sort of, or he's like a spirit creature, and
He's going for the soul.
yeah. So he sees it, and then he sees it the next night. Okay, or like a few nights later.
Okay.
So he sees it twice. Another night, it stands up, and it's like 6 feet tall, as they explain it. 6 feet tall. Usually it's over 7, but we learned in the Mothman one. People at night.
People don't judge well.
Bad judges.
Especially with distance.
Just like Felina said, like this thing that is like tiny, like it looks tiny. But this one, he explains it as that, like the normal things, like the fangs, the pointed ears. And this is the one that had like the bent wrists and like the feet, like where he was standing on the heel of it. So he was like, you know how, like, I feel like it is like the illustrations of the werewolves where they like stand on their heel.
Yeah. Yeah.
So very werewolf like, but I don't like this. It looks at him
Okay.
and it says Gadara.
So it speaks to him.
Yes, it says something.
That's not Wolfman. That's a demon.
That's a demon. Now,
That's a flesh pedestrian.
this is possibly. Don't say that. Don't say that. This is supposed to be something different.
Okay.
Supposedly. Now, I looked this up because I was like, what? supposedly Gadara is a biblical reference to the site of one of Jesus's exorcisms, which is where the demons go into the pigs. Now, I looked it up and it went down a rabbit trail, and it is like a possible name for one of those areas, but I don't know if it was like the main area, because like in one passage it's called like Gadasarenes or something weird. I don't know, but apparently a variation of it is Gadara. So whatever this thing said. So that's a reference right there to demonic activity.
Yeah, it is.
And this one also had no tail, by the way.
Oh, he was scared.
Supposedly. Now, this obviously led to associations with the demonic. And one of the first girls like that had seen it led her even to say like, oh, it was perhaps the Dark Prince himself. So I guess she was like, this is Satan.
She said, you know, Damon, you the king of hell.
Yeah. So I feel like this one is very much like, this one's a lot more sinister, I feel like, than a lot of the other cryptids. Some people are just like, they're just animals, and like you feel uneasy.
Right. But like this one's like evil.
This one's evil. Which does freak me out quite a bit.
Somebody say not even a cryptid, but like
a daemon.
A daemon.
But they do consider it a cryptid.
Well, fine then.
But because for people who don't believe in the supernatural, they might just be like, it's just an animal out there. It's just like a hybrid dog. Like
it itself would be supernatural.
Right. But let's talk about a little song.
He's got a theme song.
He's got a theme song.
What you lead with this information?
Because we've got to be a little bit happier at the end. In 1987, notice 87, this DJ, Steve Cook.
Steve Cook.
It doesn't look like a DJ, but he worked for...
Well, it was the 80s, so...
Right. This is true. He worked for the radio station WTCM FM in Michigan. We're back in Michigan. He released this song called The Legend. Somewhere else, also called it The Dogman, but I had heard The Legend in several places. So, and if you look at like his cover, it says The Legend. So I was like, we're going to call it The Legend.
We're going with The Legend.
He's the one to really spark public interest in the Michigan Dogman legend. Okay. So like it was happening before, like these sightings were happening, but this really sparked.
Yeah, he got a theme song.
Right.
Like any great superhero would.
Right. So he wrote this song
for the Christian youth.
What are you saying now? This song for the Christian youth.
I'm not singing anything.
I need you to.
Continue, carry on.
So he wrote this song as actually an April Fool's joke.
Oh.
Yeah. So he played it on the radio. It was called The Legend, and it was about a monster.
Cute.
Monster that was part man, part dog. Okay.
Wonderful.
So
why is that monster? The monster part. I mean, if it's a dog.
Well, because I mean, it's killing people and stuff. So I mean, I guess you could just consider it that, even if it is a dog.
Sure.
So he wrote this song, and I don't know. I read one where it was like, oh, he just like wrote about it because he had heard that, like, I had heard like, oh, he added to it later when people started calling in, because the moment he wrote this song, he got calls from people like, oh my gosh, like I've seen this thing, like I have experienced it. And he was like, this was just supposed to be like a joke. Yeah. So I don't know if he like kind of just wrote this song about a dog and man because he had heard the legends.
Probably had heard legends and was like, oh, it's a joke. I didn't think anybody actually believed it.
I didn't know that these were actually like people actually believed in it. I thought it was just like a local legend. Now he got lots of calls, mostly from the Great Lakes regions, obviously, like we said, but then people would like start to send him pictures and videos, and he would post them like on his like website or blog or whatever.
Yeah,
because like people were like, whoa, this is like, you know, play the song, we want to hear the song. And also this is what we've seen.
Are you gonna play the song?
I actually haven't listened to the whole song.
Oh, okay.
But we totally can. Lyrics to The Legend.
Oh, you were looking up the lyrics.
I was looking up the lyrics.
I thought we were going to get to... Well, is it royalty free?
Let's see. Probably not. Well, lyrics to The Legend, 1987, Dogman.
So we probably can't play it, but you just heard The Legend, 1987, Dogman.
Look it up.
You can look it up for yourself and listen to it.
I know that one of like when it at the end, it says like, don't go out at night or something like that.
Okay, yeah.
Like, so, okay, here it is. Oh, yeah. So it is about, because it starts out a cool summer morning, early June is when the legend began at Wexford County So he goes on and he's like, oh, so it's like all about like these different stories about people seeing this. And then it says, soon enough, I guess we'll know, because this is the time to fear. For another 10 years has come around. The 7th year is here. And somewhere in the north woods darkness, a creature walks upright. And the best advice you may ever get is never to go out at night. So it was because it was 87.
Yeah.
Coincidentally, guys, the next one, because one was seen in 2017, supposed to happen in 2027. So I just want you guys to know.
So just
keep your eyes up. Now,
in a couple years.
Right. In like less than 2 years, we'll probably see Dogman. Now, another one was he was sent this film that we're going to talk about that he posted, which he at first said came from a woman who had like bought it in this like box of junk at an estate sale. Come to find out, not actually the case.
Oh.
Okay. Now, this thing became known as the Gable film. And I'm just going to tell you upright, straight up, it's a hoax.
Straight up now, tell me.
It's a hoax. It's not real. But this guy named Mike Agrusa is his name, had heard the song. And so he decided to make like a home film. And the thing is, like, the film looks like it's made in the 70s, like it's home footage.
Oh, okay.
So when you see it, you're like, oh, like this is kind of interesting, like what's going on. And it got posted on YouTube though in 2007, so that's kind of weird, right?
Yeah.
Obviously not.
They probably were like, oh, it's the 7th year, so like obvi.
So I am going to show you that part of this.
Oh, we get to see a video. It's interactive.
It's interactive. We love interaction. Let's get to the part where he starts to see the little thing in the woods.
The little thing. How is it a hoax? How do they?
Okay, so obviously
that's a dog.
Yes, that is. Okay,
that's a German Shepherd.
Yes, this is not him. This is like part of the film. Like they're like, oh look, and then he's like, it doesn't have sound because it's supposed to look like it's from the 70s. Like it's
from the 70s, yeah.
So he's just looking around, and then he sees something in the wood. He said, "What is that?"
So what that? Who they?
So they're like, let's go in there.
Naturally.
And so it's just kind of showing like clips because it's supposed to be like, oh look, this we're just living our life. We're just living our life. I think I have to go further. I just realized I got to the wrong spot.
Oh, she got to the wrong spot. That's okay.
I want you to actually see the thing.
Wait, does it actually show the thing? Like straight up, for real, for real?
Okay. Hold on.
She's taking the video away from me.
Okay, here we are.
And I detest that.
I am.
I was invested.
Were you want to watch the whole thing? The 3 minutes? Okay.
No.
Here we go.
That's a bear.
This. It's not a bear.
That's a bear. Okay, that's clearly a person walking.
and then
it's just
and then wait for it. Teeth.
Oh no.
Teeth in the screen.
How did I get the teeth in the screen?
Yeah. So for a while, people were like, "Oh my gosh, like this is Dogman," like in the video.
Very clearly a human walking on their back leg,
right?
Like on all
I will
fours.
say, there's one part like when you watch it slowly, it looks like that. Like, he did a really good job, like running through the woods, like as a person.
Yeah.
Even this guy like analyzed it and was like, "If it was a person, they did a really good job." I was like,
No, they didn't. You can see
it does look like a person. Like
you can tell it's like the shoulders.
Yeah.
Even. The anatomy. I guess if it's part man, then that makes sense.
Right. It's supposed to be a man.
I'll keep that to myself then. It's supposed to be half man.
But it was investigated.
My question is.
Sorry, go ahead.
Sorry. My question is, how are people proposing Dogman was created?
Oh, I don't know. It's not. It's just its own thing.
Okay.
It's not like actually a man. Are you trying to like be like silly and be like, look at you, that's gross?
I'm just saying. How do they think this was? How do they think this came about?
I'm sure they just think it's like an evolutionary thing. Like,
okay,
it was a wolf in between. I have no idea. I don't actually know what they think, but they do that with Sasquatch. Like it's almost like a cross between it evolving into a man or something like that.
Okay.
I don't know what their proposal is. I would just think that they think it's like an animal that just stands up, that looks like a dog.
Okay.
Some of them just happen to be actual, like maybe bears.
Right.
Because if you've seen a bear with like mange or something, it like looks weird. I'm like, couldn't it just be that? But Monster Quest, which is like part of the History Channel, like debunked it in 2010. So it wasn't around for long when they were like, yeah, the guy.
This is fake.
Yeah. So the guy literally like goes on the History Channel. He's like, yeah, I made it. I just thought it would be fun. Blah, 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 blah. He shot it with an 8mm camera. He used a ghillie suit like that. Like, you know, like you said, it's just a guy in a suit, but it's like literally just like one of those things that like looks like grass.
Yeah.
You know, like for like hunting.
Yeah. And because it's not in color.
Yeah. And he literally was just like, I made it and I didn't have like an outlet for it to like be like seen. So I gave it to Cook.
Yeah.
Who kind of like thought it was harmless at first, and then like posted it so that people could actually see it, and then like it went wild and crazy, and everyone was like, "This is proof that Dogman."
That's
like, people
what they paid that man off.
Yeah, they actually like people actually thought it was real footage of the Dogman.
They totally paid him off. It's totally Dogman, and he's just stumbled upon this some crazy
like,
government conspiracy,
like
and they were
film.
like, "You just pretend."
Yeah, and they're like driving snowmobiles around. He's like, "Yeah, my kids were out there just driving the snowmobiles, and I was filming them." And then he made a sequel, and it was like him and a police investigation of the scene, and he like made a fake like torso of like his guts ripped out, and he just like made it with like rags and paint and like styrofoam, and he was like, yeah, I just made this. And so it looks like, and then he like dug a hole, so he like stands in the hole and then like puts the piece on him, so it looks like his half of his body is gone.
Okay.
So he made a second one, like a follow-up, but that's not very popular.
Why not?
Because that one you could especially tell it's staged, because like it the police looks fake.
Yeah,
like it doesn't look real.
True.
Anyway, there's a North American Dogman project that has over 700 people as part of it. It's online. It's all over the globe. Yeah, you can join it, I guess, if you've seen Dogman. They also research werewolves, so I don't know what their stance on
Dogman versus werewolf.
Yeah, so maybe look into that. Maybe that's a whole other thing. Also, just for like a little funsy last thing, the self-proclaimed expert who was on the Discovery video, there was this guy and this girl who like went out in the woods and were like howling to like, and had like an infrared camera to try and track down. Yeah. And they did catch, like I said, something very fast on the infrared, but it doesn't look like, you can't really tell what kind of shape it is or anything. I'm like, that could have been like don't wolves run relatively fast, or coyotes? Like how fast?
All the animals do.
All the animals run fast. So they go and they're doing this thing, and then she interviews this guy, and she's like, hey, like, where should we go looking for them? He's like, well, first I wouldn't look for them. He was the self-proclaimed expert, but he said, the government is using Dogman in a super soldier capacity, and says they have been used.
See, I told you. Yeah, I told you.
In Syria and the Middle East. And he's like, I can't tell you who had more details, because the people who told me this is like classified information.
Yeah.
But he says, like, essentially, if you do want to spot the Dogman, however, you go near DNR or rural areas. Yeah. So the Department of Natural Resources areas.
What is DNR?
The Department of Natural Resources.
Okay.
So I guess like areas that they. No, I know. Sorry, I was like,
because DNRs do not resuscitate.
Do not resuscitate.
Speaking, and I was like, what?
DNR. Let me make sure I got the right name. Stands for Do Not Resuscitate. DNR, Department of Natural
Resources. Yeah, Resources, that sounds right.
Department of Natural Resources. So essentially, he's like, any of those areas that's like owned by that. By the Department of Natural Resources.
Interesting.
And he talks about this like abandoned, like look for things that like shouldn't be there, and it's like a small airport, like on like I don't remember where it's apparently like close to DNR land, and like people have even nicknamed it like the Dogman hangar, like the Dogman.
Okay.
Yeah, something.
Is it abandoned?
It looks abandoned, but I don't know if it actually is. So I'm like, because I was like, do they actually live in buildings? Because people had mentioned that. They're like, Dogman also live in.
The man part of him wants to live in a building. Yeah.
But anyway, some people just think they're demons.
Diamonds.
That whole thing where he said the word, I don't like that. That's the only one I think that they ever mentioned him saying.
Yeah,
anything.
that's definitely not Dogman.
Yeah, definitely not Dogman. So that's what I have for you.
Well,
I don't know if silver bullets kill them. I would say that this one is one that you would definitely want to like
Research.
Definitely
Stay away
research.
from.
Definitely stay away from, because it doesn't sound like just a friendly little See, I'm scared of Sasquatch too, but Felina insists
I'm not
that
scared
he's
of
fine.
Sasquatch. No,
So
there's no record of him actually killing anybody.
there isn't, but the Dogman, it sounded like there were some bloody accounts that I didn't quite get to.
And that's okay.
Yeah, so.
Because, it's bloody. It's gory.
Spooky.
And on a Monday afternoon,
This is all we can handle for a Monday afternoon.
yeah.
I'm sorry, guys.
I mean, yeah.
I want to we're starting out slow for the spooky season. Maybe we'll get a little bit.
We'll get into the blood.
Felina has some murderous stuff coming up.
Do I?
Yeah.
I don't know. We'll have to keep you on your toes.
Oh, does she? She might not.